into, but uncertainty is part of life, and you are learning now a very powerful lesson that I was not fortunate to learn until I was much older. It is okay to not have all of the answers at this moment in time. You have managed to get through e-learning during the stresses of a global pandemic. The same determination and perseverance that got you through this past year will be the very things that prepare you for an uncertain world. So tonight, we celebrate each of you, your accomplishments, your struggles, and all that it took to get you to this very day. In truth, I'm even more proud of you for the way that you've handled this past year and the challenges that you faced due to COVID-19. The fact that you still fought through and achieved your goals. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish, and I hope you will stop into Maplewood next year just to say hello or send us a quick email to share your successes with us. For your success is our success. Go forth with the courage you have all shown to tackle all of your dreams. Congratulations, graduating class of 2020.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات، والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث بالحق رحمة للعالمين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، وبعد. في بداية كلمتي أود أن أرحب بالسادة أولياء الأمور الكرام، زملائي وزميلاتي أعضاء الهيئة الإدارية والتدريسية، طلابنا وطالباتنا أبطال هذا الحفل الكريم. كما أشعر بالسعادة والفخر وأنا أشارك طلبتنا حفل تخرجهم من مدرستنا العزيزة التي احتضنتهم على مدار السنوات الماضية. كل الشكر وكل التهاني لطلبتنا الذين لم يخذلونا يوما ولم يخالفوا توقعاتنا، واستطاعوا أن يحققوا كل النجاح والتفوق رغم كل ما قابلوه من صعاب. نفخر بطلبتنا وطالباتنا من مدرسة مابلوود الدولية، فلقد بذلنا كل جهودنا لخلق بيئة تعليمية متطورة غنية بالبرامج الأكاديمية العصرية التي تواكب متطلبات المرحلة وتسهم في رفضكم بالمهارات وتكسبكم الخبرات التي تعينكم في حياتكم العملية. أبناء الخريجين والخريجات، أنتم اليوم مستعدون للغد ومتفائلون بالمستقبل ومتسلحون بعزيمتكم. السنوات الماضية التي مررتم بها في أحضان مدرستكم ومن خلالها طورتم من مهاراتكم وتفكيركم وتحديتم أنفسكم وألهمتم زملائكم، ليس فقط سعيا للشهادة وإنما تحضيرا لالتحاقكم بالجامعات والكليات الكبرى داخل الإمارات وخارجها. دوركم الآن استثمار مهاراتكم في خدمة الوطن ومواصلة مسيرة البناء والتقدم والرقي سعيا نحو الرفعة والريادة. وفي هذه المناسبة العزيزة على قلوبنا أرفع أسمى آيات الشكر والعرفان للقيادة الرشيدة متمثلة بصاحب السمو الشيخ خليفة بن زايد وصاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد النهيان ولي عهد أبو ظبي، القائد الأعلى للقوات المسلحة اللذين احتضنا إرث زايد طيب الله ثراه في السخاء والفخر والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Shukran. Thank you, Ms. Rowan and Ms. Sarah. Next, I'll be introducing your class valedictorians. Not only are valedictorians chosen for their academic excellence, but they are also chosen because they represent Maplewood International's core values. I'm so pleased to introduce their prepared addresses. First, we will hear from Joan Elise Mengote, and then from Omar Offman.
Good evening to all of the teachers, parents, students, and other welcome guests. My name is Elise Mengote, and I have the honor of being one of the valedictorians this academic year. I would first like to thank everyone for taking the time to attend this wonderful occasion. We never thought that our high school careers would culminate in an online ceremony, but nonetheless, we are thankful for the opportunity to mark the occasion. So thank you to the members of the graduation committee, as well as all of the teachers who were involved in making this event possible. To my fellow graduates, over the last few years of Maplewood, we have accumulated knowledge that is not just valuable in our coming years of higher education, but also valuable in our day-to-day life. Ms. Zina taught us how to calculate the velocity of a 400-kilogram babushka that is rolling downhill. Ms. Layla taught us the fundamentals of Arabic, and we have learned all about the wondrous world of the human body from Ms. Abiwe. However, I believe that the most important lessons that our teachers gave us is that life is not just about gaining a higher status, nor is it about earning a large income. It is about choosing to pursue what we love and what we are passionate about. The very first time that I understood that this is the message our teachers were attempting to convey was around the time I became serious about considering my options after I graduated high school, which, to be clear, was around 3 years ago. I vividly remember going around the school asking my teachers for advice on how to make such a life-changing decision. And one piece of advice that really stuck out to me was from Mr. Tony, who was our previous science teacher. He told me a story about his sister. His sister is gifted with photographic memory, which means she is able to recall even the smallest details after only seeing it once. Naturally, everybody encouraged her to pursue a demanding yet gratifying career, which she did. She went to med school, studied for a very long time, and eventually became a certified anesthesiologist. However, only once she became licensed did she realize that medicine isn't really what she wanted to do. She enjoyed helping people, but she was never truly satisfied with her initial career choice. So she went back to school against the wishes of her parents, but this time it was to pursue a degree in law, because that's what she was truly passionate about. And according to Mr. Tony, she currently works as a lawyer and is as happy as she could be. After this encounter, I realized how much of this message applied to all of our teachers. Our math teacher, Mr. Kale, pursued his chance at professional hockey before attending university to earn his degree. There were days when we walked inside class and saw that Mr. Rasheen was tired because he had just come back from playing football in Ireland. And if I remember correctly, one of our English teachers, Miss Gillian, was in the process of writing her own novel while teaching several courses and studying to earn her master's degree. It was easy for her to continue multitasking because she really loved what she was doing. And these are just a few of the examples that I could think of as I wrote this speech. All of our teachers took a chance on themselves and dedicated time to pursue their passions. And these little instances have stuck with me, and they continue to inspire me whenever I make a decision that is related to what I want to do in the future. And I believe that their passions have inspired the rest of our classmates as well. So, thank you to our teachers. those who are present here tonight and those who are not. Each teacher has shaped each of us in their own unique way. And even though it may not seem obvious, you have made all of the difference in our lives. The next people I would like to thank are our parents. They have supported us, funded our education, took us to and from school, cooked our meals, and dealt with many emails. I personally would like to take a moment to thank my own parents specifically. I could not have earned the honor of becoming the valedictorian without their support. I am also extremely grateful that my parents have allowed me the opportunity to choose my own path and to pursue what I wanted to do, not what everyone else wanted or expected me to do. Both of my parents have inspired me in more ways than one, so thank you for everything. I would like to conclude my address with a quote by Bishop Jakes that has deeply resonated with me these past few years, as a parting message to my fellow graduates. If you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passions, for your passion will lead you right into your purpose. Thank you, and congratulations to the Maplewood International graduating class of 2021.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Omar Othman, and I am honored to be one of the valedictorians for Maplewood's graduating class of 2021. Welcome to our superintendent, Mr. Michael, our principal, Ms. Tara, our vice principal, Ms. Bailey, our guidance counselor, Ms. Steady, as well as all the teachers, staff, parents, family members, and friends. Thank you for being here tonight and for making our journey to graduation possible. I also wanted to say a very special thank you to our esteemed guest, Ms. Sarah, for joining us here tonight all the way from Malaysia. When I look back at my time in Maplewood, one of the things I'm always going to remember is how well balanced our teacher systems were when it came to the time we got to spend together. Because of them, we had enough time to get through most, if not all, of the material we needed to get through, while still being able to talk to them, get meaningful life advice from them, and most importantly, have time to create meaningful memories with them and our classmates. Even the activities they would give us to help us get through the lessons were very memorable. For example, physics lessons with Ms. Z were always fun because they were rarely all the same. Even through all the theory and calculations that confused everyone, she always incorporated activities like debates, interviews, real-life applications to almost all of our lessons. Miss Elizabeth's lessons always had a video or a visual attached to them that served as both entertainment and means for us to understand the lessons. She would always go out of her way to have discussions with us about how the things we're learning apply to our own cultures and our everyday lives. Mr. Asheen's chemistry classes were always so much fun when he would take us to lab. Even though labs were part of our lesson and curriculum, Mr. Asheen always made them so entertaining. I mean, how many of your chemistry teachers show you that you can put hand sanitizer in your hand, light it on fire, and it wouldn't hurt you? I always think back to how Miss Sarah's classes were never boring. Our assignments were mostly activities like skits, fake political campaigns, with our own made-up parties, making fake social media accounts for famous political figures, and many more that made everyone in class engage in discussion and further understand the material. Those are only very, very few of the thousands of memories and memorable moments we have shared with all our teachers and classmates over the years. These very moments have always been the best part of class, and they are undoubtedly what I will miss the most. I've used balance as my main theme for 5 of my essays over the last 3 years, and I had not realized why I valued the concept of balance so much until I started brainstorming for this valedictorian address. Whether it's between serious work and fun activities in class, or in many of the life lessons they gave us, every teacher we have ever had at the school has shown us all how important balance is. After all, it was because of this balance that we were able to make so many memories here. So, to every teacher that has ever taught us, whether present here or not, thank you for showing us how important balance is, and for showing us that school is not just about the lessons and the curriculum we learn inside our classrooms, and that it is so much more about that balance between these lessons and the interactions we have with each other. And I'm sure that all of my classmates and I will cherish this message and all the memories it has allowed us to share for the rest of our lives. It's important for all of us to continue to apply this lesson throughout our lives. Each of us will need to find a balance between our university and college lives, our personal lives, the time we spend with friends and family, and the time we spend on ourselves. Finding this balance will be a journey unique to every one of us, but I have faith that we will all get there one day. After all, we are the class that did their entire senior year online. We made it here because we were able to start this journey already and find a balance through it all. Once again, I would like to extend my gratitude to everyone who took the time to share this memory with us. Thank you to all the teachers, parents, and our classmates for helping us get here. Last but not least, I wanted to thank my family for supporting me throughout the entire journey, the ups and downs of it, and for always being there when I needed you to be. It's largely thanks to all of you that I am where I am today. Congratulations to Maplewood's graduating class of 2021. We made it.
Thank you to both Omar and Elise. What a meaningful address. I would like to personally congratulate each of you on your accomplishments and successes as valedictorian. I have seen immense growth in each of you in the past 2 years, and I know that graduation is just one step. Sorry about that. We had the speaker open here in the school to hear the valedictorian address, so we just had a small reverb we needed to address. To Omar and Elise, I have seen immense growth in each of you in this past 2 years that I've had the pleasure of being your teacher, and I know that this high school graduation is just one small step along your journey to individual success. I would now like to welcome our superintendent, Mr. Mike Kubik, and back again, our Arabic coordinator, Ms. Ramon, for the presentation of the graduating class of 2021. Following the presentation of the graduates, we will enjoy a video showcasing the students created by both the students and your teachers.
Good evening, staff, parents, guests all over the world, and of course, students. I want to confess, this has been a really, really strange year for me as student superintendent. It was a couple of weeks ago, as Ms. Tara reflected in her speech, that I saw you for the first time. When you brought excitement, you brought life into the school when you came for your graduation photos. That was one of the rare opportunities this year that anything about this year felt like a school year that I had known from my career. Omar, Elise, thank you for your amazing words and your congratulations to the staff and the support from your parents. Well reflected. I've never been a speechwriter. I have never been gifted like Miss Tara or Miss Ron, or Omar, or Elise, or Miss Elizabeth in writing a speech. So sometimes what I do is I look for things that have been written before. And I would like to share with you a little book that is one of my favorites, written by Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss wrote this book, in fact, as an address to a college graduation class in the United States. I think it was about 30 years ago. But the words in this little book that appear to be a children's book are actually written for students who are finishing something and starting new, just like you are today. So students, I share these words from Dr. Seuss. As they really resonate with me and come from the heart, something that I would love to be able to write, but don't have the talent that Dr. Seuss had to be able to do that. Dr. Seuss wrote, "Congratulations, today's your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer your stuff in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what to do now, and you are the guy or the girl who decides where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you'll say, I choose not to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you will go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all of the rest. Except when you don't. Because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and chances are then you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but most of them are dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or turn right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple, it's not. I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused. They'll start into race down long, wiggly roads at breakneck pace, and grinding on for miles across weirdish wild spaces, headed, I fear, towards the most unpleasant places. The waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go. The mail to come, or the rain to go. Or a phone to ring, or the snow to snow. Or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape, and that waiting and staying, you'll find the right places where boom bands are playing. With banners flip-flopping, once more you'll run high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy or girl. Dr. Seuss wrote this about 30 years ago and wasn't thinking that. Oh, the places you go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored, there are games to be won. And the magical things that you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of them all. Fame. You'll be famous, as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll be playing against you. All alone. Whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your past. There are some down the road between hither and yon, and they can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hacking cracks howl. Onward, out many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you will hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up when you're strange birds, with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed, yes you will indeed, 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So whether your name be Buxton or Erskine or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
الشاعر محمد علي زهرة ظافر الحداد حمدان محمد الشحي حسن ظافر باقر الحداد محمد حسام الجشي مريم خالد الكعبي شيخ الكعبي عبد الله محمد الخوري راشد الكردي محمد المير عبد الله مطر المنصوري حميد محمد المرزوقي محمد سليم المرزوقي يازي جمال القبيسي محمد مكتوم القبيسي سهيل أحمد سيد محمد عبد الكريم الشمسي أحمد السويدي من السويدي روان ظاهر سليمان الخولي لوجين Johan, Bono Borja Tangilaya, Ma Veronica Moak, John Ellis Mengot, Amal Ashraf, May Muhammad, Faris Mustafa, Omar Uthman, Sayed Shakir, Giovanna Del Carmen Tolo.
Pull it down. There you go. No,
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. Then I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. That was small, turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own, and that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives. Where we're gonna be when we turn 25. Keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. When we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out 'cause we're all on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of the night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And there was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home to put on the telephone. And we would get so excited and we get so scared. Laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will the jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule. Will it'll bring me down and be the stockbroker man? Can ever find a job that won't interfere with pretend? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's a time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end. And suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's a time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. As our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Thank you so much to the staff and students that contributed and made that video possible. It was so wonderful to see you as young students and now soon be departing us as adults. It was also wonderful see some students in the video who may not be graduating with you here at Maplewood, but then are potentially graduating elsewhere this year. For our final address to our graduates, we are very happy to welcome a former Maplewood teacher coming all the way from Malaysia, Miss Sarah Sousa.
I know I should actually say good evening. Good morning, Maplewood. Now, I know I should actually say good evening, but sorry, I couldn't resist. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Sarah. I was lucky enough to teach at MWIS from 2015 to 2019. And I was even more blessed to teach quite a handful of these young intellects graduating here today throughout their 2016 to 2019 academic career. I held many different roles at Maplewood, but there isn't one I look back upon more fondly than simply being your teacher. I think it is fair to say that this group of students here today deserves this celebration. As most of you sitting here today have had to overcome an abnormal number of educational obstacles throughout your schooling careers. First off, many of you face the challenges and burdens of attending a brand new school when Maplewood first opened its doors in 2013. To those of you present today who survived the first few years at MWIS, I applaud you. You have ventured on and stayed with Maplewood for 7 years. That alone is probably deserving of an award. Nonetheless, accomplishing such a feat showcases true resilience and dedication. On a different note, many of you sitting here today have also had to endure the loss of an exceptional classmate and friend. As we reflect back on that day in May 2018, words cannot explain how proud I was of all of you, the compassion and support you showed one another throughout such a difficult time. This life-altering event worked to bring many of you even closer together and helped you to develop a deeper sense of compassion and empathy that many adults my age have yet to recognize. Finally, all of you sitting here today have been through the worst pandemic our world has seen in a century, surviving almost 2 years of social distancing and online learning during one of the most important times in your high school career. The current situation we find ourselves in is a difficult one, and sadly, I cannot promise you that this is the last or even the biggest challenges you will face in your lifetime. The most important thing to remember, however, is that nothing in this life is permanent. No bad time, no difficult situation, no horrific event lasts forever. Just as the pandemic will come to pass in the coming months and years, so will any challenges you find yourself in as you continue on this journey we call life. We must also understand that the same principle applies to the good moments in our lives. The moments that make us happy, that bring us so much satisfaction and joy. They too come and pass and go to an end. Therefore, when you are happy, when you are succeeding, take the time to appreciate it. Cherish those moments and bring them with you in thoughts and memories as you move through your life. With that being said, I want us all, students, parents, teachers, family members, everyone watching, to take a moment to realize how happy and blessed you are to be taking part in and witnessing this milestone occasion. Even though this event may not be occurring in the way we all imagined, this is still a time for celebration. And most importantly, it is a time to bask in your happiness and realize that your hard work over the past 14 years of school has paid off. Despite everything that may be going on in the world, you deserve the happiness and positivity that this current moment brings. So take it, feel it, and remember it. I think I can speak for everyone here today when I say that you have earned it. Now, I have to end this speech on a bit of a selfish note. and state how honored and also how grateful I am to be present here today. Despite the many, many challenges COVID has brought for all of us, I do have to recognize that it has also given me the opportunity to speak in front of all of you, and most importantly, watch all of you graduate. Not in an ideal state, of course, but nonetheless, having the opportunity to witness all of you take on and go through this milestone event in your lives is something I will forever remember. I wish you all nothing but the best in your future endeavors, and know that you will always be in my thoughts and memories. And with that, I'm honored to say good luck and congratulations to the Maplewood graduating class of 2021. You deserve it.
Thank you very much to Ms. Sarah, who's actually joining the stream live this evening from Malaysia. Hi, Ms. Sarah. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, and for the last time, Maplewood seniors, we would like to thank you for your attendance. As it has been mentioned, this is not the ideal way that we would like to celebrate you, but nonetheless, we're so glad that we could mark the occasion, us, here at the school, and with you and your families in your homes. To conclude, I would like to give some well-deserved thank yous. To Ms. Elham and Ms. Shanae, thank you for your hard work on this beautiful stage. To Mr. Shafiq and Ms. Teddy, who have been working behind the scenes to put all of this on with the technology. So many names to name, I have to give a general thank you to the staff and teachers who have helped to prepare this celebration. The senior video, the photo session that occurred earlier this month, and so many other aspects to get you here to today. A special thank you to Ms. Teddy Rowlinson, who is the lead teacher to put all of this together for today. I am Ms. Elizabeth, and I have had the pleasure of teaching these students and leading this evening's activities. To close, I will now welcome the Maplewood staff gathered here to join me on camera and wish a final congratulations to the students at home. Staff, if you could please come join me. From Maplewood and Mohammed bin Zayed City, Abu Dhabi of the United Arab Emirates, on behalf of staff and students of Maplewood International School, congratulations to the 2021 congratulating class. You did it!
It's a lot of